Good morning, sunshines! It is Sunday, the 11th of October, 2020, and it's like 3:30 in the morning. I'm awake! Yay! So, I thought about maybe trying to go back to sleep, but after laying there for 10 minutes, I decided sleep wasn't coming back right now, so probably a nap later today. But right now, I'm really, really excited because ba-da, I am winding mini skeins. I am super excited. I have so many plans for Vlogmas. I am swapping with 4 people for minis. Yes, I think so. So, I'm excited, but that means I need to get, these minis all sorted and stuff. I don't do it all at once. I've actually been winding minis since December, I think, maybe January, in preparation. That way I don't have to wind all of the minis all at once. But I do have some minis to wind today, so I'm going to get to that. And then probably knit some more on the test knit sock. Hopefully finish that today. We'll see. That's my goal. I would also like, you can see my purse right here. That's the hat yarn. I'd also like to get that hat knit today. It shouldn't take too long. So yeah, maybe I'll do that too. We'll see. All right, so I have finished the second chart repeat, and I think this is long enough for a sock. I will just do a long cuff. I usually do about 10 rounds. I think I'll do about 20. And I think I'm going to, I know I'm going to do the cuff in this color, which is over in here. And I'm going to do the heels in this darker color. So yeah, this sock will be finished today. Woohoo! 2 socks in 2 days. Finished. Obviously not, done the whole way. But it's only the 11th, which bodes well for finishing both of those pairs by the end of the month. I don't know if I want to start the second one or start my yarn shop yarn sock. I'm going to start the second one of these. Yeah, it's decided. And probably the second of these today, maybe. I don't know. I do have the heel to do. We'll see. Hi, sunshines! So it's like 8 in the a.m. and I just had a huge discussion with Patrick about how I feel about this book, because he really likes the Hunger Game movies. He's not a reader, so he hasn't read the book, but he likes the movie, and he was like, oh, do you think it would be a good movie? And I said no, because there's all of this subtext in the book that I think would be lost in a movie. It's like, so when I went and saw Hunger Games, the first one, I saw it in theaters, and I had read the books, and I was pretty devastated that when Rue died in the movie, nobody was sad about it in the theater, because what made Rue so captivating was all of Katniss's internal monologue about her sister and her debates with herself about Rue and stuff. That's what made it captivating. And you don't have a chance to build a relationship with Rue in the movie. So I was with somebody who hadn't read the books, and she said, are we supposed to care about this character? And I was like, yes, and I will explain why after the movie. So I feel like if this is made into a movie, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is what I'm talking about now. If it's made into a movie, it's a 600-page book. So even if they split it into 2 movies, it's not going to be good, because you're going to miss out on all that subtext. But I think it could be a really good mini series, because there's just so much information, and I really like prequels where you find out about the backstory of characters, especially villains. However, I kind of hate reading this one because I really like the love interest in the book, and I'm nervous that she's going to be done dirty. Also, can we discuss this right here? So I wash my face before I put on my masks. Before I put on a mask, I guess is a better way to say that. I wash my face beforehand. I wash my face as soon as I can after I take off my mask for the day. And I switch masks if I'm going to be wearing a mask for longer than 4 hours so that I have a clean mask on. And my masks are always clean when I put them on. I don't rewear masks. I wash them first. And I still am getting this. I think it's just because my skin is really, really sensitive. But do you have any recommendations? Let me know, because I'm getting really tired of breaking out once a week. I finished the cuff leg of the sock, so now I just need to cut in the heel, but I think I'm torn between doing the heel now and waiting and doing both heels at the same time. I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll see. You'll know if you see another toe cast on or if you see heel on the needles, or maybe I'll do both. Hard to tell. So yes, that's finished, and I have started the hat. This is the stripeless signature hat that I designed for kid size. I think you can tell that this is much smaller than the adult hat. It's still on 16-inch circulars though, but I think it will fit children. So I'm doing this, testing it up. I'm going to see if one of the moms at the school will let me take pictures on one of her children, she has a boy and a girl, with them, and maybe also she'll model my hat so I can take pictures of them together. I'm hoping that I can set that up because I think that'll just make cute pattern page pictures, but we shall see. This is going to be too small for my children because my children are older children. So, I mean, it might fit my children. I would like to have it on a variety of children though, if I have the option. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just, I'm thinking out loud now. I don't know that I've said that I have to go into the yarn shop today because the lady who purchased the yarn that yarn barfed, she left and she was like, oh, but you guys aren't, or she was trying to figure out what she was going to do. And she's like, well, you guys aren't open tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it. So I offered to meet her at the yarn shop at a designated time today so she could pick up her yarn because it's not that far out of my way. It's fine. So I'm going to work on this hat until it's time to go. I don't think I'll be able to finish it before then, but maybe. I don't know. How long does it take to knit a hat? I never just sit down and just knit one in one go. So maybe. We'll see. What time is it now? It's 8:49 right now. I'm this far into the hat. So I don't know. I'll give you a time estimate of how long it takes. Or I'll let you know how far I am when it's time for me to leave. So yeah, that is my big plan this morning, which means I need to like do something about this hair. This braid looks okay. This one just needs to be redone. And then dinner at my mom's tonight. So those are my day's plans. I also think that I am going to pull out my, so one of the 8 square is over there, the one with my yarn. One of the bottom 8 square, the bottom square out of there has, it's got a little bin, a little tray bin that has all of my project bags and Christmas presents for people. not all of my Christmas presents. I've got some Christmas presents. And then I've got a giant blue tote bin that has presents. So I think I'm going to pull those down and start getting things ready to ship. I know it's only October, but with the postal system being what it is, I don't know that I want to wait until mid to late November to start shipping out holiday packages. So I think I'm going to ship out at least one next week when I ship out the Warm the Line stuff. Those are all hanging up right there that they need to be wrapped up. I don't know that this is a thing. I have to go read the FAQs, but you can either package them in plastic bags or you can wrap them in paper. I don't want to use plastic bags, so I think I'm going to pick up some tissue paper and wrap them, which means that on the outside I want to label what they are since you won't be able to see. So I might do that today. Yeah, that would be a good thing to do today. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to do that and go through the Christmas presents and stuff. But that'll be after I get back from passing off the yarn at the yarn shop. It is 9:50 now. I'm on the first set of decreases. So for sure I could make an entire kid's hat in 2 hours. But let me tell you that working on only one project for an hour straight was like murder. It was awful. I don't know how people do monogamy. I usually work for like 15 minutes on one project and then jump to a different project and then jump to a different project because that's just how my brain works. So yeah, I will finish this in a little bit. I'm not meeting for a while, but since I'm going to be out anyway, I am going to stop by the store and pick up tissue paper to wrap up these items. And then I'm going to take some yarn to wind at the shop since I'll be at the shop anyway. And do I have a ball winder and Swift at home? Yes, but at the shop it's already set up. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, sunshines. So I already walked down to the grocery store to get tissue paper so that I can wrap those things when I get home. And now I have about a half hour before the lady is supposed to come pick up her yarn. This is what I'm going to turn into cakes because this will turn into a sweater next month. So yeah, let's go ahead and wind it. I don't usually wind things until I'm ready to make them into a project, which is why I didn't wind this when I bought it. But I'm going to cast it on in just a couple weeks. So may as well do that since I'm here early. So I pulled out my hand knits from everywhere where they were on a pet-free blanket. This is a new safe blanket. I'm missing a pair of leg warmers, the pink ones, so I have to locate those. But otherwise, these are from here to here are socks for my nieces and nephews, like Amanda's kids. My brother, Amanda, my mom's boyfriend, Patrick's sister, two of his nieces, minus the pink one. I have to find those. His mom, his boss. These are for my friends. I'm sure you guys already know whose is what, just by looking. And then this is packaging for minis and a couple random minis that I may or may not use. So, oh yeah, and then I have 10 or so things for Warm the Line, which I will get in a moment. And I'm going to wrap those and start packaging the things that need to be packaged. The stuff for the kids and my family, Patrick's boss, those things don't need to be packaged up because I don't use wrapping paper. So they'll get them as they are, but I can put them in a few project bags that are not in use right now so that on whatever day we celebrate holidayness with those people, I can just grab the bag and go and we'll be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab I think I'm gonna pack up this stuff first and then go grab the Warm the Line stuff. The time has come to start packaging minis, and I am so excited. Look at these cute little envelopes that I made back in December or January in prep for the minis. Yeah, I'm super excited. This is not all of them that I have to package. These are just the ones that are ready for today. I have not packaged all of the gifts. Well, I have. I've put them in mailers and stuff, but I haven't addressed any of the gifts that I'm going to send out yet. I just, yeah, I have this assortment going and I'm ready to get these started. And I have not yet done the Warm the Line stuff, but this is what I'm excited about right this second. So this is what I'm going to do right this second. Patrick is the best. I had a craving for crazy bread, but I didn't want to go out and get it. And so he went out and he got it for me because he's the best. It is recommended that you do a little note or something with the items that you send to Warm the Line. They have a postcard that you can print out, but I would never say those things to people. Not that they're bad, it's just very, very formal. So I wrote something a little less formal, and hopefully whoever receives the items will like it. Hey sunshines, it is like 8:30. Oh, excuse me. And I am going to go to bed because obviously I'm tired. The last clip that I took was Gabriel took it as we were driving on the freeway because I just wanted a little record of fall colors. I'm obsessed. Anyway, I did not get all the Warm the Line stuff wrapped up because Patrick came to bed. So I didn't want to be working on that while he was in bed. It was too loud. Even though he didn't tell me it was too loud, I could tell it was too loud. So I will finish wrapping up what I have in the next couple days. Hopefully tomorrow, but just in case I don't get there. And then, so we went to dinner at my mom's, and it was really quiet because her stepdaughter and boyfriend weren't there because they were at the hospital. So she was in the ER because she had been having major pains, and they were pretty sure it wasn't appendicitis, but you know, it could have been anything else. Could have been cysts, could have been anything. Turns out it was kidney stones. So that sucks, but she's okay. And at least it's something relatively minor. So she, my, I guess, stepsister kinda, so she's staying in the hospital overnight for observation. But yeah, she's okay. So that's good. So we were there an extra long time so that my mom wouldn't be sitting at home by herself waiting to find out what happened. I finished the, what is this, stripeless signature hat in small human size. And you cannot see the texture right now because of the flash. But I don't know, I feel like it's so tiny, but I put it on my head over my hat and it stretched over my, like it fit on my head. It was just short, so it will fit children just fine. It just looks tiny to me. But yeah, that's finished, so that's good. Hopefully I can get pictures of that. And then this is what I took to my mom's so that I would have, it's this kit for like a snood sort of thing that my mom bought for me. I bought it kind of because she bought the yarn and I know she likes to see me using the stuff she buys. So because it's, you know, yarn she bought, and also because it would be really easy to like pick up and put down when it was dinner time and stuff. But then we stayed for a while, so I got more accomplished than I was expecting. I was thinking maybe I'd put an inch on, and that's a good, let's see, about 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches. So it's just stockinette in the round until it's 8 inches from that cast on edge. So I'm probably at maybe 5.5. But this is not priority. It will get work done when it gets work done. That's what I worked on today. I have about 60 pages left in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But I'm too tired to finish it tonight, so maybe I'll finish it in the morning. I am really enjoying that since this is a prequel, you find out a lot of backstory and where a lot of things came from. So I'm liking the, I like that about this book. I reserve judgment on how I feel about the entire book. Alright, I'm really tired and I feel like I'm making less sense. Oh, one last thing. This is Filigree by Woolly Wormhead. I made it using Dream Color Smooshie in a colorway I don't know, but it's a gray. And it is a fairly memorizable pattern, but not the easiest knitting because you have to cross every round right here and every round right here, and then you have a little bit of rest for a few rows here. But as you can see, there's lots of crosses in those rows. I don't remember exactly how many repeats there are around, but let's see. Looks like maybe 16 around. So it's a lot of crossing. It's not, I couldn't do the crossing rounds and read at the same time. I could do the crossing rounds and walk at the same time, but not read. So what I was doing was working working the rest rounds while I was reading, and then leaving the crossing rounds until I went for morning walks or walks to the school and stuff. And then that's what the increase or decrease at the top looks like, rather. It's just really, really gorgeous. It didn't take very long when I actually worked on it. Highly recommend the pattern. It was very, very clear. Okay, for reals, good night. Love you.